speech on campus is under attack, and this censorship campaign is directed at the usual targets: pro-life students, usually Christians. The University of Alberta Pro-Life Club, UAlberta Pro-Life, has had ongoing problems with vandalism and harassment on the university campus. Now, I first met Amberly Nicol, the president of UAlberta Pro-Life, way back at the beginning of the 2015-2016 school year. Back then, the group was seeking an injunction against the university, asking the administration to uphold their own student code of conduct and, of course, the Criminal Code of Canada. Amberly explains here.
We had dozens of students obstructing our event and causing a ruckus and openly breaking the student code of conduct. Campus security was there technically, but they didn't take down any names and numbers to follow up afterwards. They didn't try to remove anyone. And, after the event passed and no one had been punished, we went forward to security with evidence of who had been involved, who'd planned the thing, and who'd participated. And they decided not to punish anyone, even though they'd openly broken the rules.
Well, not to be deterred, UAlberta Pro-Life was going to have another peaceful educational display on February 23rd and 24th of this year. The university then informed Amberly's group that UAlberta Pro-Life would need to pay a $17,500 security fee. Here.
We're a student group, so we can't afford to pay $17,500 to host an event. And we talked to the university, but the only thing they would tell us is, well, maybe if you move to an enclosed classroom, we'd consider reducing the fee. But that directly impedes our ability to reach our campus audience.
So the university wants the group to pay for the wages and costs associated with having security staff barricade and protect their display from the shouting down, vandalism, and disruption of others. Now, this is all misbehavior that would, of course, violate the university student code of conduct. Now, wherever you stand on the right to life issue, whether you're pro-choice, pro-life like me, or don't know, none of that matters. That's not the issue here, as Amberly clarifies.
Whether you agree or disagree with our position on abortion, our right to express ourselves as an unpopular viewpoint directly impacts everyone else's right to express themselves. Because if we have the right to express our opinions the way we want to, everyone else does. And if we don't have that right, well, who's going to be next?
This is a free speech issue. This is about a university using ridiculous and punitive fines to silence people. This is about punishing the victim. And by the university failing to uphold the student code of conduct, it has only emboldened the mob that attacked Amberly's group in the first place. Now, it should be lost on none of us that the same progressive crowd that advocates safe spaces so that everyone with a hurt or uncomfortable feeling can regress into is the same group making it absolutely dangerous to be a pro-life student on campus. Amberly tells us more.
The whole point of university campuses is that they're supposed to encourage open discourse about difficult ideas, and that includes the issue of abortion. If we can't talk about it on campus, where can we talk about it? We shouldn't be trying to shield ourselves from difficult truths. We should be confronting them. And I find it really unfortunate that some students think that their personal comfort is more important than pursuing the truth.
Now, Amberly isn't backing down. They have the help of the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms on their side. Amberly explains here.
This issue is way too important to me, both the abortion issue and the free speech issue. We need the right to life and we need the right to free expression, and I'm not going to back down on it. My club isn't going to back down on it. We're going to do everything we can to defend our rights. We've been working with the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms. They've been great representing us in our case against the university. So we already have a lawsuit going on against them.
Now, a university campus is somewhere where free speech is supposed to be celebrated and diverse ideas are supposed to be examined. Critical thinking is supposed to be both a virtue and an essential skill on campuses in a free society. At the University of Alberta, the opposite is holding true. free speech is stifled, diverse ideas are kept out of the public square, and critical thinking is bullied into submission, all under the nose of the campus administration. Now, we all know that no other campus group would be treated this way. Not the slutwalkers, not the pro-Palestinian students, certainly not the feminists. None of them would be forced to pay for the bad actions of others. None of them would be effectively silenced through unfair fees. It's almost always the pro-life students. And while Amberly and her group hasn't been banned from campus yet, I'm sure we can all assume that's the next step. It happened to the pro-life group at the University of Toronto at Mississauga. And that's why this fight is so important. This pernicious bigotry against pro-life and Christian students doesn't just stop here. It never does. We worked closely with John Carpe with the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms many times in the past. He's such a strong advocate for free speech, freedom of religion, and free association. John helped us fight the bullies at the City of Toronto when they banned a Christian music festival. We won that fight. Now, John's handling the Pro-Life Club's lawsuit against the university, and he will win. But Amberly and her group are students. They don't have a lot of money. If you can help pitch in to cover their legal fees, go to our website at campusfreedom.ca. And on that website, campusfreedom.ca, you can see my video from earlier this fall with Amberly and sign the petition demanding that the Dean of Students at the University of Alberta uphold their own student code of conduct and the free speech rights of UAlberta Pro-Life. We will win this fight against campus bigotry. Too much is at stake. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid.